We recording. What's up, MillerTime gang?
Yes, sir.
We
MillerTime.
officially got our first episode.
Yeah.
You feel me?
Yes, sir.
I wanted to do it with some special people in my life, man. I got my bro, got Ben Miller right here, man.
Yes, sir.
And I got the legendary,
The man, the myth.
the man, the myth, the legend.
Oh man,
Gilstrap, Marquis Gilstrap, man. Just before we get into this video, man, I just want to shout out to the sponsor. You know, I just
all we came to do is
you feel
hoop,
me?
baby.
Just came to hoop, man. Shout out to I just came to hoop.
Yes,
I
sir.
respect the love, respect the gear. I got the shorts on. I got a hoodie on. My bro got a shirt on, man. You feel me? I'm about to put strap on a little bit.
oh, definitely. You gotta give me something, man.
Yeah, for sure.
For sure. Shout out Dame and Derek.
Yeah,
man.
shout out Dame and Derek, man. Those my guys, man. My guy Saint, man. I got my little nephew up here in the
Yes,
camera
sir.
too. But
What's up, man?
but yeah, man, we gonna get straight into the podcast, man. You know, I got my guys here, man. Only reason I made this, have conversation, man. I love just have a conversation with my guys, man. You know, special guests pick their mind. But Strap, we got my man Strap in the building, man. You know we're gonna have to ask you some questions, man. How everything going, man. But introduce yourself, man.
All right. I'm Marquis Gilstrap.
Yeah.
Grew up here in Covington, Georgia. Green Acres to be exact. That's where I grew up at. Helped me become the man I am today, man. Graduated from Eastside High School.
Mm-hmm.
Went on and played junior college basketball at Gulf Coast Community College in Panama City.
Yeah.
Left there and went to Iowa State University.
Yeah.
Played a year at Iowa State. Averaged 15 and 10 in the Big 12, man. Went on, played in NBA Development League, played in Europe and Turkey, Slovakia, man, and came back home, man. Now I'm here.
Just take it all back, son. Just take me all back to Green Acres, please.
Man, shout out 36, man. Shout out 36. Green Acres made me too. Yeah.
just take me all back, man. Like, what was your passion? Like, what made you just get into basketball, dog?
Because man, like me and my childhood friends, man, we grew up playing sports. That's all we did. Like in Green Acres, man, we hooped, played football, baseball. We did it all in Green Acres, and that's what like that. You see that competitive fire, that edge. That's that's where I got that from. You had to have that because man, like I was always like the oldest, so. I was playing against older guys and stuff like that, man. And then other neighborhoods used to come out there and hoop. So that's where all that like passion and fire came from, man. And then you know how Green Acres is, man. You see everything. You know what I mean? You see everything. And my great grandmother, her house, her neighborhood, her turnaround is legendary.
Yeah.
Like that's what we used to call Green Acres. Living in Green Acres, we got the top and the bottom.
Yeah.
So we say the top really was Green Acres. At the top, it was my great grandmother, and that's when one-stop shop, man. Everything was going on there, man. Whatever you looking for, partying, everything. I saw it all. You know,
Sure.
It's the hangout spot.
Yeah, that's the spot right there.
I did everything first in Green Acres.
Yeah, man. So, it helps you grow up, man.
Yeah, for sure.
Man.
But after that, now you're at East Side, man. Like, tell me that. I know it was way different when I went there, man.
Oh yeah, man.
Yeah.
It was, but it's still East Side. East Side always been, East Side always been East Side, man. It was good, man. I came in as a scrawny freshman, man. You was bigger than I was probably my freshman and sophomore year. Yeah, man. I was small, man. Probably about.
You small.
Nah, I was small.
Nah, I'm telling you, man. I probably was about 5'9", 5'10", about 130 pounds soaking wet.
Damn.
Yeah, small, man. So I came in, man, playing freshman. I played freshman in JV my 9th and 10th grade year. Played freshman. I mean, JV my 10th grade year. I didn't move up to varsity until my junior year, and came in varsity. I started as a junior. That's when things really started taking off for me. But I got to shout out Coach Mack, man. That was my high school coach. Man, great guy.
Shout out Coach Freeman.
Yeah.
Yes, sir. Yes, sir. Coach Freeman. Coach G. All of them down the line, man.
Hey, Coach Ren, man. Rest in peace,
Yes,
man.
sir, Coach
Shout
Ren,
out to your family, man.
My
You feel me?
condolences.
Yeah, man.
So Coach Mack, man, I always heard about Coach Mack coming in before I got to high school. Like all the guys from the neighborhood telling me, like, Coach Mack gonna get you right. Coach Mack gonna get you right. So, man, I ended up building a great relationship with Coach Mack, man. still my guy to this day. Talk to him at least probably once, twice a week.
Mm.
So he started giving me on. We had the gun. So man, we started my junior year. We were shooting like 1,000 shots a day. So we're coming in like 5:30 in the morning, getting up 500, then 500 after school. Did
That's
that,
tough.
man, like 4 or 5 days a week.
That's tough.
So that was just into my junior year. So junior year come out, man. Me and two of my other teammates, we set all kind of records for 3-ball. I think we made over like 300 or 400 threes that year, something like that.
Damn.
Yeah, we were shooting it, man. We landed
The
fly.
leather off that
we
motherfucker.
landed fly. We landed fly. Yeah, man. So then senior year, man, senior year didn't go as we thought it would.
Yeah.
Man, but we had my senior year probably one of my most funnest years in my life, though. We had a great time on and off the court, man. My guys, that team was like brothers, like we really was like brothers.
Yeah.
But we was kind of like, we was so arrogant because, man, we just the momentum and stuff we had around the school. They call us the dream team.
Nah.
So man, our parents got dream team shirts, airbrush shirts.
I heard about it.
Yeah,
I heard about it.
We got airbrush. The fans got airbrush shirts. Dream team on the whole. That's when like everything was baggy back then. They come with the big baggy sweatsuits on. Dream team on. Then we walking around school with shades on. Eastside ain't like.
Oh nah, y'all Hollywood.
We walking around Hollywood. School. We walking around Eastside High School, man, with shades on, man. So. We had a great year, but like I said, we got upset first round state tournament. We got upset first round state tournament. 5 overtime, winning 5 overtime.
Damn, that's a tiring game.
Yeah, winning 5
long
overtime.
game.
Tiring. That's a heartbreaking game right
Heartbreaking.
there. You talking about first round of state playoffs,
Sick.
5 overtime.
Bro,
What?
And we lost at the buzzer, 0.4.
Oh.
Never forget it.
Oh.
0.4 second. Freshman never got in the game. Man. First time in the game, it's a 3 top of the key. Never net.
Damn.
Wow.
Yeah, beat us by 1, man.
Damn. What school was that?
Etowah High School.
Etowah.
Yeah.
Woo.
All right.
Shout out Chase Clemens, man, coming from Etowah. But hey, damn.
Shout out to Chase, man. You're doing big things up there at Kennesaw. But after East Side, man, you went Juco. How was that experience for you?
And so I went to 2 JUCOs,
Yeah.
I went to 2 JUCOs. So right out of high school, I went to West Palm Beach Community College.
Yeah.
That's down in Lake Worth, Florida. So I went down there, man.
Buy some water.
Yeah. Man, nah, seriously, our apartment complex, man, we had an alligator sitting out there. It was like
that's wild.
Like a little pond. Like alligator be roaming around. I was never been there. Yeah,
That's wild.
It was like a little culture shock, coming from here.
Yeah.
And getting down there though. But I got down there, man. I was young though. I graduated at 17. So I really went mature. First time been away, from home and that kind of freedom. So I'm down there, not handling my business like I should.
Yeah.
Not going to class, not doing my work. I mean, I'm still striving
straight
on the
hooper,
basketball
yeah.
court.
Straight hooper.
Yeah, I'm doing what I got to do on the court, but I'm just not handling my business like I should. So, and ultimately, I ended up tearing up my knee down there. That's why I tore up my knee.
Yeah.
I tore my patella tendon, man. And I came home after my surgery, did my rehab here at home in Covington, and after I learned how to walk again, I quit.
You quit?
Yeah, I quit. Yeah.
That's wild.
Yeah, I quit. I didn't touch a basketball for like 2 years. Yeah, I quit.
So was it like more mental? Was it like, that type of thing, can, put a dent in your mind.
Yeah.
So especially a dream, a passion.
Absolutely.
You ain't the same, your body don't feel the same.
Yep.
If you could tell us like how did you overcome that? Like what was the epitome of you overcoming this, not just throwing away your dream, not throwing away your dream, but just, saying I'm done with it.
Yeah.
This is another new chapter for me in life. Younger generation, they don't understand that, you have to have backups.
Exactly.
Because while you in basketball can stop while you in it.
Facts.
And
it makes you real grateful.
And you need a backbone, a structure other than basketball.
Yep.
And that comes from the environment, what you done learned, the mentality of what you were, brought up with. So, tell us a little bit, how you overcame that.
Of course. So like I said, once I came home and I went to I did my therapy. It was at Newton General Hospital then. So I was doing it there, man, and it was hard. Like I just had turned 18 in August of that year. So it was hard, man. The first time I really had faced real adversity.
Yeah.
That was my first time facing adversity. So one morning I just woke up like, man, I can't do this no more. I can't continue going to therapy. I just want to work. I just find me a job and work, and that's what I did, man. I was working. Man, I worked at Pizza Inn. My mom was a manager at
Dang,
Pizza Inn. I'm delivering pizzas. I worked in factories.
that's
Yeah,
wild.
so I try all that, and my me and my wife, well, she was my girlfriend at the time.
Yeah.
We've been together since we was like 13, 14 years old.
Mm-hmm.
It's a
And she,
blessing, man.
yeah,
That's
yeah,
facts.
that's my rock. That's my rock.
That's
She,
facts.
so she ended up getting pregnant, and so when she get pregnant with our daughter, she get pregnant with our daughter, and she tell me we're pregnant or whatever. Man, I'm still working these, little jobs. Can't find like consistent work.
Yeah.
And so I go to her one day, like, man, this ain't it. I can't, take care of my family how I want to and how I was raised. I can't provide for you with just working the ins and out jobs. I think I just want to try to go back to school, to get a degree and and see can I find a better job. Because at that time we wasn't into like entrepreneurships and all that stuff.
Yeah.
I came up in a generation where they said you had to go to college, get a degree,
Or work.
and work. Yeah, that's the only way you can get a good job with that. So that's my mind frame. At that time is nothing like with NBA, anything like that. It's just try to use basketball as a means to get a free education. So I go to her and we do that, man. And I knew Charlamagne Gibbons since I was high school. So Coach Gibbons used to run like camps and things like that. So I called him and he got me into a showcase game, and that's where actually Georgia Southwestern saw me there. But I wasn't eligible to go to Georgia Southwestern. They told me I had to go to Juco, so they sent me to Gulf Coast. And so when I get to I get to Gulf Coast, man, and I struggle again from like being away from home. So that's why I like, man, like all y'all hear is the good thing. Like I didn't have the typical. I went out of high school, went Iowa State, Big 12. I like to tell the truth because I want the kids to know.
Yeah.
I want the kids to know the truth, man. I'm not perfect by a long shot, but I felt my why. I felt my why. My daughter was my why for me to get back on my track, and it ultimately helped me reach my dream. So I get to Gulf Coast, man. Now I'm like 19, 20. So now I'm more mature. I'm able to handle things, and I got someone else besides myself. So I can't just worry about my selfish way of I'm missing her, I'm homesick and stuff like that. Because I was. But I had a great coach, man. I had a Coach Powell, man. Jay Powell was my coach. And he understood what I was going through. So I had to go to summer school. Summer school, man, was boring. Even in Panama City, it was boring, man. Hey, I was bored.
Hey, I've been.
Yeah, you know what I'm saying? I'm bored and homesick and miss my daughter. So he would bring me home, man. He would bring me home every 2 weeks to see my daughter. So I got to do that. And then once the season started, my parents and would bring my wife and my daughter down to see me then. So man, like, but then I just really got into my grind though. So that turned my grind up, man. I got into the gym more. I spent more time in the gym, in the weight room, and working on my body, man. And I ultimately became the number 2 player in the country.
That's wild.
At Gulf Coast, man. And that's when
That's
Iowa
when the
State
good
came in.
Yeah, that's when the good things start happening.
Yeah, Iowa State come in, man. And it's crazy how I get to Iowa State though.
Yeah.
I get to Iowa
You had
State.
a journey.
Yeah, I get to Iowa State off of Coach Gibbons again. He had a top 50 Juco showcase game.
Yeah.
Him and Ken Littlefield. They had a showcase here in Atlanta. And so he had called me and was telling me I want to bring, a couple team members. I'm like, where is that? He said Atlanta. I'm like, yeah, that's an excuse for me to come home. So, in my mind, I'm just thinking like I'm just gonna go home,
and chill and
I'm
shit.
just come home and get to see my daughter, man. I go over there and hoop. That's just a given. So I go crazy at the showcase, man. Iowa State's there.
All the players is there.
Man, like Chipola was loaded that year.
Hey, I heard about
Chipola
Chipola.
was
Chipola was recruiting me.
Yeah, and they was in my conference. So I had been hearing about them, man. It was my first time seeing them. And that year they had that's when they was loaded, man. They had like Casey Mitchell, played at West Virginia, Gary Flowers, Justin Brownlee played at Rutgers, and they was loaded. So we got to play them at the showcase. So I go off for like 38.
Dang.
Yeah, I go off for like 38.
Go ahead and get 40 then.
Yeah, I go off for like 38.
I'm counting that as 40. I'm counting that as 40.
So I'm going off, man, and then I go back to Florida like that Sunday. I want to say that Monday, Iowa State was in the building to come see. But I knew they was recruiting one of my teammates at the time too. I had heard they was recruiting him the year before, and because take you back a little bit too, because when I went back to Juco, I only had 12 credits.
Yeah.
Because when I quit school the first time, so I only had 12 credits, and I think you had to have 62 or something like that to get your associates and graduate.
Okay.
So I get there, and my coach breaks it down like, you can go Division II. Route would probably be your easiest route. I'm like, man, that's why I go there. I think he put a list of classes I would have to take to go Division I. Like, yeah, sign me up for that little division. I'm like, sign me up for Division II, man. I'm trying to just go get me a degree and get back to the house.
Yeah.
But Iowa State comes in, man. I walk in the gym today and I see them. I go sit down. I'm like, I know they ain't there to see me.
Just chilling.
Yeah, I'm chilling. And that was like, because my knees are swell back then a lot too. So coach used to give me off day. And it was like supposed to be my off day. So I go sit down, man. And I see him looking at me. Coach Powell looking at me weird. I'm like, man, let's go. Finally, he comes over.
The coach over there like what he's doing.
Yeah. So finally he comes over, man. He comes over. He's like, man, you gonna play today? I'm like, nah, man, it's my rest day. He's like, well, I would stay here to see you, whatever. I'm like, man, coach, I ain't going no Iowa. He's like, man, just hoop, man. Go out there and hoop for him.
I was actually down there, man. I was.
Yeah, I loved it though.
You loved it?
I loved it once the season started.
I was in Des Moines though. I was in Des Moines.
Yeah, Ames, man, I love it. Ames.
Yeah, Ames was different.
It's low key. It's low key.
It's low key.
Nothing too much. You feel me?
Man, that's a party school, man.
I never been to Iowa State.
Iowa State?
What? I never been to Iowa.
We was just in Des Moines.
Yeah, we was in.
We used to go down there.
I never. Des Moines, I didn't go anywhere. It was just straight hoops.
Yeah, nah.
Straight hoops.
Man, rain, sleet, or snow, they party.
Nah, because I was about to say, because the weather is terrible.
No, that's the only bad thing I could say.
The weather couldn't even like it could have been like just still weather, and it would have been freezing down there.
Yeah, that's the only thing, man.
The snow was crazy. The snow was crazy, bro.
We had to drive. We had to drive 13 hours to go to Iowa, man. Rain.
When it first snowed, man, and when it first snowed in Iowa, man, I got in trouble, man. I missed class and weight training practice, everything, because I'm thinking like here in Georgia,
it's off.
I'm thinking shit down.
Everything.
The night before, I'm watching the news. Like, come on, snow, come on. And they said it was gonna snow, man. I turned my alarm off.
Georgia shit.
Coach called you. Coach called you. Where your ass at?
Bro, I woke up to so many missed calls.
Where your ass at?
Man, yeah, coach. And I was like, man, I'm not driving this snow. Next thing I hear, beep, beep. Coach done came and pulled up on me. Come on outside.
They driving the snow.
Yeah.
They get the Tonka trunks and they can do it.
Yeah, I had so I learned how to drive in the snow. My teammate, Craig Brackens.
Yeah.
Man, he took me to
Craig Brackens.
Yeah.
76ers?
Yeah, 76ers. Yeah. My guy, man. He took me to a parking lot, man. Abandoned parking lot, man. We just out there hitting donuts and everything.
Taught you how to drive in
the snow. That's how I learned how to drive in the snow, man. Yeah. So that's how, but back to it, man. So once they, I came in, I ended up playing that day for them or whatever. And they brought me outside and, asking me like what I knew about Iowa State and everything. I'm like, man, I know a lot about Iowa State.
Yeah.
My mentor, guy that I looked up to, Contrell Horton, that's where he went. He played at Iowa State, so I'm like,
you should tell me about him when he was little.
Dog, straight dog, man. Yeah, straight dog, man.
Y'all watch some of his highlights.
Yeah, killer, man. Killer. Taught me a lot, man. On and off the court. But I was telling him, like, so I know about Iowa State. And they was like, man, would you be interested in coming? I'm like, nah, I'm not really. I'm like, not really. And he's like, I'm like, why? I'm like, man, I have a daughter. I said, my daughter in Georgia, man. I'm already basically struggling down here in Panama City.
Yeah.
You know what I'm saying? I said, I know I can't come to Iowa without her. That ain't going to work out for me. He's like, well, we can get your daughter there. I'm like, what? I'm shook at this guy. I'm like, what? I'm like, yeah, if my daughter can come,
let's get it.
Come. But I'm like, man, I don't think my girl gonna come. And then I'm thinking too, I don't know much about the college recruitment process at this time. So I'm thinking he's like just talking anyway.
That's what they say. They try to get their players.
They're trying to get their players. Yeah. So I'm thinking that. So and he was like, asked me for my wife's number. So I gave him the number. I went back and sit down. And so once I leave the gym that day, man, because back then we didn't have our phone on us like we do nowadays. We just leave it anywhere. So I left it in the truck. I got 1,000 missed calls from her, man. I'm like,
what she was talking about?
I'm thinking like my mind when I seen it. I'm like, man,
the coach must have said something.
I'm thinking something wrong with my daughter or something because she don't blow up my phone. She called me 1 or 2 times, and then she know I'm in the gym, so I'm gonna hit her back. But she kept calling. I'm thinking something wrong. I called her, and first thing she's like, man, why you get on people my number? I'm like, what people? Iowa State, they call me. I'm like, sis, I'm trying to get them off me. I ain't think they was gonna call me. You know what I'm saying? But she was like, if you want to go, I'm going. And so that's
dope.
That's tough.
That's
tough.
Yeah.
That's love.
So when she told me that, I called him back. I'm like, man, y'all ain't gotta recruit me. I don't need none of this special treatment stuff, man. I ain't gotta come on no visit. my daughter, my girl coming, man, I could live in Alaska. And
Yeah.
so
That's tough.
yeah, so that's how I got there, man.
And she got your daughter.
Yeah.
Yeah, that's tough.
Yeah, so that was my why, man. So my daughter got me back on track, and get to Iowa State, man. We didn't have the year that we thought we was gonna have because we was super talented that year, man. We just
Y'all was loaded that year.
we had a talented group, man. But one of our shooters, though, our best shooter probably at that time was Lucas Stagger. He was from Germany. He left.
Did he go to the NBA?
He left and went to Germany, played professionally mid-season. Yeah, he left and just hit like 10 threes in a game against what's that, Drake, I think it was.
Damn.
Yeah, I think it was Drake.
And is that like a rivalry?
Yeah.
I know that's a rivalry because both of y'all in Iowa, right?
Yep, it was.
We was right down the street. I was right down the street from Drake.
Yep.
We was supposed to go to the game, but
yeah, it was. I mean, that Drake game, it was packed too.
It was packed.
We beat them though, but it was packed. And
it was like a blowout.
Yeah, we put it on. And Iowa too. Iowa University too.
Iowa.
Yeah,
Iowa good this year.
Yeah, that's that rivalry there though, man. It's like how like Newton Eastside here.
Yeah,
man. Magnified.
Is that still a thing?
Yeah.
Do it still be packed though?
Yeah.
I ain't see I should have came to the football game.
I didn't get to go either. I think Junior had practice or something that night. Yeah, I didn't get to go either.
Yeah, but Iowa State. How many years you was there?
I was there a year.
A year?
Yeah.
15 and 10?
Yep. 15 and 10.
15 and 10 is crazy though.
Yeah, I was the only player in the Big 12 that averaged 15 and 10. That was conference game.
Tell me, wait, you gotta tell me about that Kansas game. Cole Ostrich. Hey, I'm gonna play a playback. I swear to God, I'm gonna play a playback in this moment right here. Nah, but you just gotta tell me, like, what was going through your mind at that moment when y'all was going against Kansas, man.
Man, first though, before the game even started though, I remember coming out of warm-ups, man, it was just a whole different energy. We played in front of at least 14, 15,000 every night, man.
Yeah.
We played, but it was the energy that day was crazy. I remember coming out, it was I was nervous. I don't know what. I really used to get nervous.
Yeah.
I remember just pregame, just warming up, man. I'm coming out there, we out there just
shooting around, yeah.
Top on everything, shooting, come back, man. The jersey is jam packed, man. First time, my body, I wanted to move, I was froze. I'm like, man, this is crazy. I'm really playing. You know what I'm saying? I'm really playing Kansas.
Was y'all at Kansas?
Yeah, we played at home.
Y'all played at home?
We played them at home, man. It was so packed, man. It was so packed. And that game, my grandma and my dad was there too. They flew up. They was there too.
That's tough.
Yep. So, man, and this Kansas blue was just a different kind of blue, man.
That's real solid.
That royal blue.
Look at the uniform. Man, it's Kansas. I watched Kentrell kill on TV. I'm about to play them. So I'm already amped up at that time, man. So I remember the first dunk, man. The first dunk, it was more so I dunked around.
Yeah.
You know what I mean? He rotating
but
over.
still.
Yeah. So I caught it.
You got caught slipping, man.
Yeah, I caught it on the baseline, man. Bad close.
I don't care. That's a dunk.
I dunk around. The second one out. The second one. We hit man. It was an and one. We hit body to body. Man.
It was crazy.
Which one you did the muscle in? Which one was that one?
The first one was around. I flexed.
Yeah.
But that thing, man, I took a little flack for that. Some people liked it. Scouts liked it, some didn't because we was losing at the time.
Yeah.
And so they was maybe I was all about myself and stuff like that.
Mm-hmm.
But I wasn't flexing at Cole or Kansas. I was really flexing our strength and conditioning coach. I had a good relationship with Coach Mo, man. So that's who I was flexing
for.
I was really flexing to him. That's
just,
at work.
Yeah.
You know what I mean? That was at work, but that was just my mindset, man. I dunked everything. That was my mindset. Once I grew and started dunking, man, I dunked everything. Yeah, man. Because growing up, man, my dad used to be on me about certain stuff.
Yeah.
You know what I mean? So I used to be hearing that in my head, man, I don't feel like he in his mouth.
No
And it was crazy. Like I said, he was in the building and sitting right above the basket that day when I did that dunk, man.
That's what's up, bro. That's a blessing.
Yeah,
to have those memories.
The memories is tough.
Talk about those memories for generations, man. It's just something that,
especially
it's inspiring.
Coming from where we come from.
It's inspiring.
I forgot. I seen your Juco mixtape.
Oh yeah.
That jank was crazy.
Yeah, Juco, man.
I think I seen it twice.
Yeah, I seen it.
Yeah.
I was like, damn.
And that wasn't even that was only
NBA.
half.
That was like an NBA pro.
Yeah, that was only I worked out I had agents and everything. I worked out with agents coming out of Juco, man. But like back then, though, my knee was real bad. Like at Iowa State.
Yeah, that's what it said.
Yeah, you know, Iowa State, I only played, my leg got like 67%.
I heard when you went there, the people was
the trainer.
The trainer said you wasn't even like, healthy.
Yeah, the trainer, like, cause I did an article for them.
Yeah, I seen that. Yeah,
and that's what he told him in there.
Yeah, he said
people didn't believe it.
He said he wasn't healthy at all when he got to Iowa State.
That's wow.
Yeah, 67.
He wasn't.
Yeah, he got it up to 67.
It's
so
nothing but God, man.
Yeah, that's God.
Nah, that's nothing but God. Yeah.
So I don't know what it was. When I was
And for you, you
Juco.
still go 15-10 with a bad knee for most of the season. Imagine if you had a good one.
Yeah, and it was my left knee too.
I see 20 and something.
I'm taking him over Paul George.
Oh, no. I'm glad you brought it up. Nah, Paul George a different monster.
Nah, yeah. I be telling people.
I worked. That's the first person, like,
Yeah.
man, because you know, playing the Big 12, we played everybody, man. So I was bigger than most of the guards. Even that year was like Xavier Henry, Damian James, Chris Middleton was at Texas A&M. Who else? Jordan Hamilton, Texas, Avery Bradley, all them wings and stuff. I'm bigger than them. Bro.
Yeah.
They listed like my size, but I'm bigger than most of them. So I had got off in the Big 12. So I'm like, man, I go to my NBA workouts. I'm thinking I ain't gonna see nothing.
Yeah.
I don't even know who Paul George is. I don't even know who he is at this time.
At Fresno State.
Fresno State.
I didn't know nothing about Paul George, man. But I remember getting the workout sheet and I turned around to tell you who's there, and I'm like, Paul George. I don't know who that
gonna
is.
kill that nigga.
I walk in there, the locker room, man, about bigger than me.
That's how I felt. I felt like that with Austin Reeves. When I went to where I play at. I think I was in.
It was in the March Madness tournament.
Nah, it was Oklahoma. When I saw Austin Reeves, when I in the training, NBA workout had an NBA workout at Oklahoma. I'm like, Austin Reeves, bust that nigga ass. But I saw that nigga play. Nigga got a ratty. That boy IQ is crazy.
Yeah, I seen him when he ain't really had too much at Oklahoma. His last year and the year before that. Yeah. I honestly didn't think he, would be like Lakers talent, like wise how he is. You feel me? Like he really demanded his way.
Yeah. Like he turned. Nah, but yeah, he made a way. Cause hey, he just got better every time. Like
man.
Taking all the resources and taking advantage of them.
What's that trainer name?
Handy.
Vil Handy is tough.
Yeah.
For real.
He
training
is
Kyrie,
tough.
training a lot of them with the handles for sure.
Yeah.
He is tough.
But man, Paul George, man, I remember we was in Milwaukee, man. That man was up there going crazy in the workout with me. I remember I got out of the workout, man. I called my dad.
You said what?
I'm like, man, I ain't good as I think. I'm like, this man.
You know a nigga gotta be tough and say something like that.
I'm like, that man, unreal. I'm like, man, he about bigger than I am. He jump higher than me. He can take all my bumps.
Thought he was LeBron.
Yeah, I'm like, man, dude is a killer, man. And then I saw him again, man. I saw him again in Utah, man. But it was a mutual respect thing, though. Cause man, we're talking in the locker room for the workout. He's like, oh, yeah, you go, Scott. I know I'm gonna have to go today. Yeah. Like, yeah, we're gonna have to lace him up. So I remember in Utah, man, I hit him with like a little spin and left hand dunk, man. So I'm big. He big. So I bump him a little bit. Boom. I'm thinking I did something. It turned him up. Man.
That turned him.
Man, he like spent off me and like windmill by his feet. Man, he put the ball in by his feet. Boom. And they stopped the workout. Like, we seen him. I'm like, this.
I gotta be tough,
yeah,
man.
I'm like, Paul George is for real. But that's when I was like, too, man, because I worked out with everybody.
How was your knee at that time, though?
It probably had degressed at that time because you know how it is doing the NBA.
Yeah.
You're not getting time.
You're not getting time to recover or nothing.
Yeah, you're not lifting no more. And
especially
like
the pre-draft process.
And like I said, and that was like 6-7% was before the season at Iowa State. That's when I was like focusing on it every day. So during the season, I don't know really what it was at.
Right.
But I don't know what. I mean, it would have made a difference. But Paul George is a real deal, though.
Yeah.
I think that's when I was like, man, I don't understand this draft process.
It's
because he should have went. I'm thinking John Wall. Okay, we'll give him one. I'm like, man, I ain't seen nobody better. But John Wall didn't work out with none of us that year. He's like only did like private workouts.
Yeah.
That Kentucky stuff.
Nah, but every high prospect, if you projected number one,
but some of them will,
but some of them but What you gotta say?
Yeah. He smiled.
Nah, but if you projected that some of them lottery picks, bro, like some of them not even gonna get a workout with us because they know that's gonna affect their stock.
And I think it really,
like,
you know how it is, a lot of one-on-one,
yeah,
stuff, and that's not.
It's a lot of one-on-one, 3-on-3, 2. Like you'll get exposed in the
That's
workout.
where the level of basketball at, you know, is one-on-one play.
You really get exposed like in a pre-draft workout. And like, but you know, some agents gonna think smart for their lottery pick. They're like, nah, you just gonna get a workout by yourself. You feel me? You feel me? They don't see you shoot this, what, 70, 80, you know, 3-pointer.
Then you won't have nobody else coming before you or after you, showing you up, you know, make it, you know, messing up.
But I was hoping I found one of them niggas. So I had a workout. This is the only workout I loved. It was Sharif Cooper and James Book Night, and who else? It was Mark Vital from Baylor.
Yeah, big dude.
Yeah.
Sharif really that smooth though, like he is on.
He finesse, slithery, finesse, smooth. Yeah. When I tell you that was the day, that's when Golden State offered me to come back. They came back. I already had my workout with them. They told me to come back. I worked out with James and them. And I tell you, when we played, got to it. Like I'm talking about got to it. I'm talking about smooth. James, everybody, we was getting to it. I'm like, nigga, I'm trying to kill you. And he said, I'm trying to kill you too, nigga. Like, but me and Sharif, but I knew Sharif was like you said, it was a mutual respect, like, because I played him at Newton. That first game,
he was a freshman. I
played him when he was a
that
freshman.
Game was crazy.
That was lit. And even though y'all blew them out by 30 or 20. Yeah. That was an entertaining game. Like, you feel me?
I didn't even think we were gonna blow them out like that for real. But once we got going, I
figured y'all was. That was young.
That flow was crazy, bro.
Just the maturity of where y'all was at, you know, the pure talent that they had, and the talent and maturity and the work that y'all put. I just already knew. I was like,
that year was different. Y'all was different.
I thought we was nah.
It was. I wasn't really putting. I ain't put nobody ahead of y'all. I ain't gonna lie.
I thought we.
I had y'all going up against Monty Verde. It was like shit. Like I seen it with my own eyes. I'm like, oh nah, like this the best team I ever seen in my life. Like high school team, best team I seen with my own eyes in my own life.
Nah, that was a talented team, but
that was one of the hardest things for me to do.
What?
It was like having to coach against you.
Yeah.
That was like one of the,
no, that was it was really hard playing against y'all, bro. Like it was hard because I'm like, I gotta go against my niggas, man. Like I've been in the trenches with these niggas. Like
we still was training. Like we still training. Like I took a little flack for that, man. I'm like, man, so since he go to Newton, I'm supposed to turn my back and not train him no more. I don't move like that.
Yeah,
you know what I mean?
like my guy Keo, man. But I wish he was like, I don't know. I just wanted to, you know. I don't know. I wanted to. How can I put it? I wanted to like just tell him like it was just me, something I had to do.
Exactly.
You feel me?
I think we was coming from a fall league game or something, and your mom called me.
Yeah.
And she was like, all Isaiah's worried about is letting you know that he's leaving.
Yeah.
I'm like, tell Isaiah ain't nothing gonna change between me and
Yeah. The only relationship that changed was me and Keo, bro. Keo was on my head that year.
And you know, you gotta understand, like, you know, you came up, went to middle school, y'all played for that long, like he thinking y'all go, you know, it's you thinking that too. Everybody thinking it. Like, you know, y'all that
gonna play forever.
And
Josh left before me. I think so. He left after. He left after, but I used to love playing with them boys, man.
Yeah, that was fun. Y'all
that was a great year.
Man,
that was a good. I thought we was gonna make a run in the playoffs, dog.
Me too, man.
When we lost against, who was that?
It was somebody down south.
It started with a B. I forgot that team. We lost by that. Well, we lost by a buzzer beater, didn't we?
I don't think I got to come.
I missed
the game.
You didn't.
Yeah, my mom got sick.
Yeah, you didn't. It was just we had JB and what's the white dude name?
Coach Veeman.
Yeah, Coach Veeman. We had them. They was teed though. Yeah. Veeman was over here teed.
Yeah.
I missed that floater, man. I was heated, man. I missed that buzzer, man.
Yeah, you had a great high school career though, man. But you put the work in though, man.
Yeah.
You did, man. So like everything you accomplished, like I kind of expected it. I mean, I still was proud, but it was never like a shock factor. You
Yeah.
know what I mean? Because the time you put in. I remember I knew you was headed for the success that you have achieved and was gonna be a pro. I asked you one time, like, so Isaiah, you want to work out at 4:30 in the morning?
Yeah. Nah, I remember he told me that. He told me that. I looked at him like, okay.
Yeah, he showed up at 4:30. It went hard at 4:30,
Yeah.
though. And I knew then it was like, man, yeah, he wanted a special one.
This was after practice. I'm like, it was after practice and we put in work after practice. And then he was like, you gonna show up at 4:30?
Yeah.
I'm like, yeah, I show up at 4:30.
That's
You
when
gonna
I
have a
knew.
basketball to go?
That's around the time you was hungry too.
I was hungry.
You was hungry. I'm
Crazy.
talking about we in over there in the projects. You feel me? We on the floor with the roaches at the time. You feel we had a big culture shock with our own self, you know, with our own family and stuff like that. Had to have a big transition. And around the time I just seen so much fire, hunger around that time, but it was so quiet. I only seen it on the court.
And
it was like
that's
amazing
a testament, though, man.
to
I was just
see.
saying, man, shout out to y'all mom, man.
Yeah,
Did
word.
a great
Man.
job raising y'all, man.
Yeah,
I
Y'all
love my
always
mama.
been-
I love
you
my
did a
mama.
Great
Thankful.
job raising y'all, man. Y'all always been respectful young men. Y'all not kids no
Appreciate
more.
that.
Yeah.
Y'all always have been, man.
Shout out to mama.
Yes, man.
sure.
Shout out my mama. Shout out my mama.
Like y'all mom remind me of my mom a little bit, man. Like how she kept y'all on the right path. She didn't let any outside noise or anything get to it. And she did. She worked her butt off to get y'all everything
Yeah, for sure.
y'all needed.
Yeah,
That's the only
facts.
difference, man. My mom used to get on my head.
Yeah.
my mom would get on my head though, man. But I think that's what helps drive us, man, to came the situations that we grew up in and watching our moms grind. That gave us a different kind of grind. Like I remember like waking up in the morning, training at 4:30 and 5 and stuff like that, man, because I watched my mom do it. I watched my mom get up and work.
Facts.
You know what I'm saying? I watched
12
my mom,
hours, 13 hours.
and come home
On
and
her
cook.
feet.
Yeah.
On her feet.
I watched my mom work 2 jobs. So that was like, that drove me too, man, to like, I'm going to do everything I can to make her proud. It ain't not necessarily just like basketball stuff, man. It was just like certain things and situations I ain't put myself in because I ain't wanted to look bad on my mom. And I think that's how y'all came up watching y'all.
But what?
I watched how y'all move in high school.
Them projects, but what?
Yeah. I watched how y'all move.
But in them projects, boy, when I tell you, I don't know, I was.
I'll tell you, it was amazing to see because it was just a mixture of. I don't even know, man. It was just amazing to see how he handled everything, all the situations.
When I tell you, like, I was just telling my bro this, like, when we first moved into projects, I thought it was cool, bro.
Yeah.
Like,
Oh yeah.
I thought it was, I'm like,
literally just said that, right?
I literally just, I'm like, we just drove past it. I'm like, we moved there in like what, my 6th grade year?
Yeah, because I was in
No, you was in
12. Nah, I was in 12, so you had to be in like the
7. I was in 7.
7.
So, but what? Oh, mama said we live in the project. Oh, say less, nigga. I might be there. I might be lit. I'm like, I'm about to be lit.
See, I knew what's up. He didn't know. See, when we stand over there at East Lake and you know, good houses, and mom said to the problem, like, what?
Yeah,
Like,
my brother was mad.
I walked to the project.
Brother was mad.
I go hang out over there. I don't want to live over there. You feel me?
Hey,
But-
that was our rivalry though.
Nah,
Boys from the project used to ride their bikes together.
I heard.
And we used to ride out.
It used to be so much story, so much going on, man. It's like, it's literally what made us though.
Yes.
Like us going through those experiences and, you know, still gotta be humble, still gotta represent our family and, you know, chase our dreams. This shit, life is hard, bro.
Yeah.
Like I tell and talking to all the younger generation, everybody out there, life is hard. Do not be scared to say it's hard and to live like it's hard, because it is.
Yeah, it is. And but the thing too that I like to talk about, man, with this generation though, it's like being true to who y'all are though.
Yeah.
Y'all grew up in projects.
Mhm.
I grew up in Green Acres. We know what goes on out there. But we didn't change or try to fit in
Facts.
At all.
We wasn't raised to do those certain things that
Facts.
some of our friends might have was doing. I
Right.
think this generation struggles with learning how to do that, man, instead of being themselves. Like right now, you come home, you're gonna get the same respect. You can go to the project.
Facts.
You know what I'm saying? But you ain't sold no dope, shot nobody, did none of that stuff. But they're gonna respect
I saw
you
my
the same.
first
body out
first body out there, man.
Yeah.
Real my nigga Pop G, man.
there. Facts.
And it's like, and that's what this generation, I think, man, they struggle with learning how to be themselves, man. It's just,
Yeah.
People gonna respect
Everybody
you
trying to
more for
fit
you.
in.
Yeah, people gonna respect you more for you being true to who you are. Like I grew up out there in Green Acres, but I didn't do
The
some of
shit
the
that
stuff
everybody else was doing.
but I'm good in Green Acres though.
Yeah.
I could go out there in Green Acres, man, and walk around freely
Mm-hmm.
and get love.
And people notice that
Yeah.
too. Once they feel like,
Yeah.
once they seen how you carry yourself,
Exactly.
he ain't trying to be with us.
Exactly. So
but,
they're not gonna bother you.
Like, he ain't trying to be with us, but he ain't act, he just who
And
he
that's
is.
why I
We respect
love.
him.
That's why I love. I think my brother put in a word for this, but like when I used to hang out with Pop and them, they used to know like, oh,
Yeah.
he ain't about to be on that other bullshit. Like,
But that's another thing too. Is like
shout out to 36.
It was like popping them knew
when
like,
Tez, rest in peace.
They knew you was the one. Like,
Yeah.
so they went from like my childhood. I told you this story before, and everybody I trained, like my childhood friends, they did what they did, but they
But
never,
they knew I wasn't with that
never,
bullshit.
Yeah, they never tried to influence me to do this, or they would protect me. Like I remember coming home from Iowa State and going to Green Acres and hanging out with them, and we all getting ready to go maybe get something to eat or go play video games somewhere else. They're gonna tell me like drive. Nah, I'd be like, y'all don't ride with me. Nah, we don't ride with you. I knew what that meant.
Yeah.
You know what I mean? But we're gonna drive. You drive your own car, or they out there they smoking or whatever. I ain't gotta be like, I don't smoke. But if somebody trying to pass me, they stopping them. Like, nah, what you doing? They ain't like that's how the friends we grew up with.
It's crazy.
Yeah.
And it's crazy.
these
I say the
kids,
exact same thing.
and these kids now though, they're friends. They think they're friends. They letting them do the same stuff they're doing. They ain't their friends, man.
Like my brother.
It's different now. I ain't gonna lie. It's different.
My
It's
brother-
way different.
I see it.
My brother introduced me to everything. Like he gave me the first blunt, the drink, all that. Like,
I saw that.
and
with my dad.
and he did all that, and like I appreciate for that, cause like.
Yeah.
Cause once that happened, like now I knew, I don't fuck with weed like that. Like, like I don't want to be in the drink heavy.
It helps you when you got UNCG. The partying and the drinking and stuff.
Yeah,
it wasn't cool to you.
yeah.
A lot of your
I'm like,
teammates probably came in.
I'm like, nigga, I did this.
Exactly.
Like,
The focus different.
You
feel me? Because you're not easily peer pressure to do what you haven't seen or what you didn't seen for a long time. Now you come into this environment or this atmosphere. Now you know you got to be 10 times more focused than you was before.
Exactly.
And so since you already got introduced to that, ain't nothing.
It didn't. And like
None
my
of-
dad did all
nothing.
that stuff in front of me, man.
I'm
My
like-
dad, he didn't hide
That's the same
anything
thing.
from me.
That's
He showed
our
me
pops
everything,
too,
talked to me
bro.
like that. Yep, he did. He did, man.
but our pops did the same thing, and that's one thing I respect him about, and I still got the utmost love and I honor my pops, no matter if how long
I love
if he
it. I
wasn't
love
here or
him. Yeah,
not.
facts.
But he instilled some principles and some morals that we stand on for
Some
life.
a woman couldn't teach.
You feel me?
Some a
And
woman
it-
couldn't teach.
And it made sense. He showed us. He been real with us. He's still real with us to this day. And he ain't never changed. You feel
He
me?
never
He changed on his own time.
Yeah.
And we ain't never. You feel me? Like we ain't never judge him or condemn him about none of that. We respect it. Like you feel me?
As you should. And that's the same, man. It's the same here. Like my dad did. He exposed me to everything at a young age that a lot of parents try to shield away or hide from their kids. But it helped me when I get to Panama City. Like, nah, I ain't finna go party. Like everybody else doing it because it's cool.
Right.
Yeah.
Like me, I'm like, man, that ain't cool. I see this, man. Like I can sit here and chill and play this game.
Facts.
Instead of going to a party, drinking, or clubbing. Like I said, I saw all that stuff, man. And so that's what I think growing up in like so-called the hoods and stuff like that, it just teaches you
The tough times.
Yes, and it teaches you how to like adapt to different environments. Like and like I like to try to talk to this generation about like, man, learning how not to treat every environment the same.
Facts.
You know what I'm saying? Like they treat every environment the same. Like we didn't treat Green Acres in the East Side the same way. You had it was certain things you did in Green Acres.
It was different. Like, for real, it was different.
Yeah,
bro.
there's certain things you did out there in Green Acres, and certain things you did.
It was a whole different world.
Yeah,
man.
but it wasn't called like you kids think like if you acting hard in school or you the same way you're in the neighborhood, it's called fake.
Yeah.
But I remember growing up in Green Acres. I remember, man, at the bottom ain't no really parents down there when we hooping.
Yeah.
So we down there cussing and doing all kind of stuff. We come up and hooping. My grandma turn around, ain't nobody cussing.
Facts.
You know what I'm saying? Because the grown people out here,
Yeah.
but that ain't called acting fake. It's called adapting to your environment.
Yeah.
That's exactly how it is.
That's what
Adapting.
this generation got to get better at, man. The
Yeah.
youth, man. The youth got to get better at that.
They
man.
used to their household,
Yeah.
with how they raised in the household. So you go somewhere else in the
Yeah.
schoolhouse or
Yeah.
wherever, a job, you feeling like you entitled to whatever is in your
Exactly.
household. It's like it's not like that.
No.
And I was telling my brother this the other day that it starts in the household first.
Yeah,
You feel
I
me?
agree.
It starts in the household, and it starts what you instilling in them children. You feel me?
I agree.
And most of the time, like some children not fortunate and stuff, but we do got to come to realize where when you're blessed, when you're in a good position, and you got a good environment. Some people don't realize that until they get older, man.
Facts.
And
Yeah,
then
yeah.
they childhood, they like, man, I was just so far ahead of myself, and like wanting to be old and grown
Yeah.
and not knowing like I want to be a kid for the rest of my life.
Exactly.
Like this
Facts.
shit is
Yeah,
hard.
And that's the
Exactly.
that's a mindset I had like whole high school and college even.
Mhm.
Like
Yeah.
I'm not feeling grown until now. Like
Facts.
Yeah.
until
You didn't rush to grow up.
like I did not rush to grow up at all. I'm like, oh, they be like, oh, you a kid. Yep.
Yeah, exactly.
I'm a big ass kid.
Exactly.
Yeah.
And be happy.
Yeah.
And accept
Yeah.
who you are.
Yeah,
That
but
was it, man.
but
Yeah.
aside the whole little at home thing, we back on the basketball thing. So
Mhm.
after the NBA draft, you got undrafted.
So yeah,
You
so
went in the NBA D League.
yep. So doing the whole draft process, man, I was remember what really made me, because I could have tried to get an extra year, and like we applied for it, but they was asking for all kind of crazy like documentation from
Yeah.
5-6 years ago that we couldn't find. So we really didn't press it as hard. But my name was on the draft board as top 25.
Yeah.
And so, but once I started going to like all the workouts, and how it is, they strip you down,
Yeah,
tight, you see
yeah.
my legs smaller than the other ones. Started
Mhm.
taking X-rays everywhere I went, MRIs. Then my name just started slowly dropping down, man. I
Mhm.
remember being in OKC, man. Killed the workout, man. It was on a Sunday.
Mm.
The doctor office not even open. Some kind of way they get the doctor on the phone, man. They take me straight to the doctor office from the gym. Just me and the doctor. He turn all the lights on. They do an MRI and X-ray. Almost make me miss my flight back to Atlanta.
Damn.
Yeah, so I started to notice that pattern everywhere I went. Like no matter how good I did, they gonna take the X-rays, gonna take the MRI, and so that right there ultimately I think kind of hurt me too, because I was doing good in my workouts and everything.
Mhm.
So draft night though, man, I went undrafted, but I got a call. I got a call from the Charlotte Bobcats or whatever, and they asked me to play on the NBA Summer League team. So I ended up playing the NBA Summer League team with the Bobcats, and I played with the Cavaliers too. I played down there in Orlando with the Bobcats, and I played in Vegas with the Cavaliers. But in Orlando, man,
They can do that.
Yeah,
You can like switch over.
It was two. It was separate.
Oh,
It was two
it ain't
separate
like this.
leagues.
It ain't like how it is this year.
Different events.
Yeah,
Yeah.
it was two separate leagues. So we in the 1-2, it was crazy, man. Junior was born like I think it was like a day or two before I had to go to Orlando. Yeah, he was just born, man. And while I'm down there, he gets sick. Like he got sick, man. Yeah, the Newton General talking about he had meningitis and basically like he wasn't gonna make it or something like that. That's how bad. Like, they was trying not to tell me because they didn't want me to come home. But my dad, telling me and let me know. So I left. I left the NBA Summer League in Orlando, man, and like I was gonna be starting the next game and everything, but I made the decision to
Go with your son.
Go with my son, man. I got there.
He made the right decision.
Yeah,
Yeah.
But and that's crazy too, man. I took a lot of people know it's not just what you can do on the basketball court to get you to the NBA. It's off the floors too, man. Like I took flack for not going to train with Impact out in Vegas to do my training. I took flack from that, man, because I chose to come here and train at home because I wanted to be with my daughter.
Yeah.
Right.
So I remember where was that? Was I in Utah? I was somewhere, and they sit you down, you talk to all the GMs and everything. And they was like, "We're hearing from your captain that you're more concerned with being a father right now than you as the NBA."
Hell yeah.
That was one of the questions they asked me.
For real?
Yeah.
That's wild.
And all the crazy questions that you've been asked,
Yeah.
and all those interviews that you done told me about.
Mhm.
It's not far fetched. Like, you feel me? And they gonna ask you these questions.
But for something like that is crazy.
But I was telling him like, you got to think of it as investors coming to invest millions of dollars on your body, your mind, your talent.
And I get that.
You feel me?
At that time,
for years. You feel me?
I understand that now.
You feel me?
I understand that now at my age, whatever. That's a lot of money about investing you. And like the same situation. Like Junior could be in the hospital, and what if you got an NBA Finals game or something?
Yeah.
They pay you millions of dollars.
Yeah.
And you decide to go home to be with your sons.
So
I get where they was coming from at that time.
Mm-hmm.
But at that time, that was like my main focus. And I think, God have a plan for all of us, man.
Everybody.
And that was like, I feel like now the older I got, man, I accepted it.
Mm.
I knew, like, I tore my knee because the things that I wasn't living right and pleasing God at that time. And so I accepted that, man. But I think part of God's plan for me was to go make it. Now I got the blueprint.
Right.
You know what I'm saying? I was the blueprint.
Facts.
So you know what I'm saying? I got the blueprint, man. So I said I came home and I was able to get Isaiah,
Yeah.
JDs, and all these guys. And
Right.
I'm training. They reaching their goals and dreams.
Mhm.
So I feel like that was just me to go learn all this and that to come home and make a difference.
Yeah.
And like I'm happier now than probably than what I would have been playing in the NBA. I think
Facts.
because y'all know me. I'm a big family guy.
Mhm.
I love my kids. I love my wife. And in the NBA, I could have tore it apart.
Yeah.
Facts.
I remember they say you was pulling up. My brother told me about you. He was like, he was like, oh, y'all got strap coach you on that shit. I'm like, who's strap? I'm like, who's strap?
Facts,
He
man.
was like, yeah, y'all got strap. He said, y'all gonna be locked in. I'm like,
word.
I know, and I knew you was gonna be like that because once you had got a hold of Trayvon, I was like, I cannot wait till I get right there.
Trayvon, the first kid. That's like the first kid I ever. Well, he a man now.
Yeah.
He was a kid at that time. He's the first kid I ever trained.
Yeah.
The first kid I ever trained.
When I saw it, when I saw the way you was working out and stuff with him, just the way you was just talking to him and stuff, I'm like, I cannot wait to get there.
And it inspired me, like knowing that all athletes would want to be probably, don't want to be a coach or a trainer after, do it to pass down, the game and stuff like that. Man, when it died?
Nah, it just overheats.
Oh, so it ain't recording no more?
I'm about to put it back up. But,
Y'all can keep going though. Is it recording what we saying? On the phone.
yeah, that's the recording.
Hold on, boy.
That kind of tough.
Dang, what I was just saying. I had another question too, but what I was just saying.
What you talking? Oh, training, coaching.
Yeah, we was training and coaching.
Yeah, so all athletes, when they young or even after, their careers want to, coach or train the next generation to pass down, the game and stuff like that. And seeing how you did it inspired me to do it the same exact way. So I took a lot of stuff from you. You probably don't know. I took a lot of ways in approaching the game or approaching a training session. And we didn't train a lot. We didn't train a lot. We didn't play together. And I took it to Isaiah at the house all day. You feel me? I'm like, all right, cool. Strap do this, do this. I see how he's making these people better. I giving them the courage and the confidence in the training session. A lot of trainers don't do that. If you can't do what they do, it's, oh, your child ain't good enough. He ain't ready yet. You feel me? Nah, you're working with them when they're raw. I'm talking about pure cub. Don't know how to do anything. No sudden, no real coordination. I seen you coordinate and train kids that wasn't even fit for basketball.
And they came out nice.
And they're basketball players. You feel me?
Yeah, they came out nice.
Like, I seen this with my own eyes, and I have someone that
I think you did a great job with what's his name?
I know Kevin.
Yeah, Kevin. Kenny. You did a great job with Kenny. You did a great job with Kenny. You did a great job because Kenny, I remember he was younger. He didn't even know he even liked basketball. He didn't even know.
Talk to his dad all the time.
He was like,
I'm trying to get him there, Strap, he's gonna get him there. I'm like, oh, he definitely gonna get him there.
Strap,
sure.
I was like, yeah, you got it, Strap.
For sure. It's just a different type of it's a different type of motivation, man. When you seen certain things in people before you, step in the element that you want to step in. And funny thing is, history always repeat itself. And I always was thinking, what does that really mean? It's not meaning that the same exact events can happen over and over and over again if you do it a genuine, naturally caring, loving way. You feel me? Because that's all it is.
That's the key. And I think that's I just feel like I'm walking in my passion, so in my purpose, man. So, and I try to be truthful.
Right.
I try to be truthful with everybody I train or mentor. And I don't train with the mindset. I didn't train like Isaiah with the mindset of going to the NBA. That's his goal.
Right.
I didn't want that. I don't want anything from him.
Facts.
You know what I'm saying? I just wanted him to become the best version of him on and off the court. Same thing with you. Like, both of you are fathers now. Man, like, that's what I'm more impressed with. Like, how you handle your business. Like, we used to talk about that.
Nah,
one day y'all gonna be men. Like, that's what I'm trying to, in the business of trying to raise men to be fathers and productive citizens, man. And if you go far as you go with basketball, and you gonna, that's great for you. But that's not my ultimate goal with like training kids is for them to go to the NBA, man. I just like how we seeing here today, man. It make me feel old, but I love it. I love it because, man, like I saw y'all path. I saw y'all in high school. Like I saw you're grinding and everything. I saw you finding your way, and you found your way. See you cutting hair and doing all this stuff now, raising kids. Like, man, like that's bigger than me than playing in the NBA. You know what I mean? That's more. It's
bigger than basketball. It's bigger. It's just life, bro. It is. We don't understand that until we get older, bro. Our age that we
like
at now,
I remember,
man.
I just had the hard conversation when he was getting ready to go to UNCG.
Oh,
I remember he called me on the weekend.
I called him.
Like Jordan and stuff, and like I had to tell him the truth.
Nah, he called when I remember that call. I called you. I was like, yo, I don't know I can do this North Carolina jump, man. We were like, what? I'm like, I can't do it. Like, I was like, listen, I can't do it, man. I want to come back home. He was like, listen. I remember you was like, listen, man. You was like, just take your time. And I just had to I didn't even know. I had to just get to know North Carolina for real.
That's it.
And I was like, dang, man. I was like.
And then too, man, it's like, I try to take advice or hear advice or people's opinion from everybody, but it's more acceptable and receivable when somebody's telling you what they've been through and know, and not what they think. And so that's why that conversation with me and you, I had been through that.
Yeah.
I had quit school, so that's why it was easy for me to tell you what I know, then I'll tell you what I think. A lot of people, that's why, like with Junior, I tell them people gonna always come up to you talking to you and everything.
Yeah.
You know what I mean? Listen to what everybody say or have to say, be respectful, and man, you'll decipher out what, the real ones that you should be listening to. Because certain people, man, they haven't been to these certain situations. They want to tell you something that they think. I can tell you what I know.
Yeah.
Right? Like, you know what I'm saying? That's what with me. So everything with me, when I'm telling you something or telling kids something, it's 99% of it without experience.
Mm-hmm.
You know what I'm saying? So it's more relatable, I think, and this is my purpose. Right. You know what I mean? This is my purpose, man. And
yeah, I definitely, but I needed to talk to somebody that day.
Yeah,
I was
yeah.
like, I was like,
your voice.
I was like,
I know me and Hill was kind of going at it a little bit,
cause
at it, but it was just
you trying to be a big brother.
Yeah, and we still going through real life while this is happening and stuff like that, and letting them know, like, look, choose what's best for you. Try to settle them down and stuff. Like, don't worry about what everybody else doing. And
exactly.
Because I was like, because everybody was going to like their schools. JD went to Jacksonville and Ashton.
Put pressure on you.
Yeah, Ashton went to he committed to Kentucky after we left.
Yeah.
So I'm like, damn, like when I got to UNCG, it just felt like I was. You a freshman, bro.
Yeah, and I remember you telling me, like, people saying I'm too good to go to UNCG, that Georgia was calling.
Yeah. So the Georgia assistant coach, he wanted me to go to Juco.
Yeah.
Wanted me to go Juco. It was either Juco or prep, I forgot. He wanted me to
probably prep.
I think it was, but he wanted me to go like prep school or whatever.
Mm-hmm.
He wanted me to go to prep school, then after that. Yeah. But he wanted me to go to prep school. Then when I just took UNCG, because when I went on the UNCG campus, it was beautiful, man.
Mm-hmm.
That's one thing I can say about UNCG. That place is very beautiful. Like, that's just a place like you can just go walk by yourself and just think about a lot of things. But when I first got on the campus, when I took a visit, I was like, man, yo, what is all this? Like, I got all this, and that's not even the biggest school like there. So I was like, imagine if I go to a D1 school. But everybody I was like, talking to at that time, it was like, it was my homies, saying why you didn't go, why you didn't go to the Georgias, the SEC, the ACC schools, and I'm
it's
like,
crazy how I came full circle though. I remember telling you, I said, if they saying you too good to go there, then you should go there as a freshman and start.
Yeah.
You should probably win freshman of the year.
Yeah.
I said, by the time you're senior year, you should be one of the all-time leading scorers.
Yeah.
And all this stuff. I said, you should be a legend walking away from UNCG.
Nah,
If they
facts.
telling you that. And that's crazy that you did that, though.
Yeah.
But I ain't even gonna say crazy.
That's crazy. It's crazy
I
because
tell you, man, I expected this stuff, man. I seen the grind, man. So I was just like, man, it's the reason I'm saying it's crazy because I envisioned this stuff and like manifested in my head that you was gonna do great things since you was young.
Yeah.
You know what I'm saying? And so that's why I said crazy. I'm not like crazy that you played the way you did.
Nah,
it's crazy I really seen it really happen.
Yeah,
and you follow through with everything that you did. Like you're still the same. You're a man now, but you're still the same Isaiah.
Yeah.
You know what I mean? You're still the same being.
Yeah.
I still give people the utmost respect. Y'all still true to y'all roots, man.
Right.
That's why I'm proud of y'all, man.
I appreciate that.
Appreciate
always
that,
love,
man.
man.
It's always love.
Always, man. It's always good to see y'all, man. And y'all just continually doing what y'all could doing, man. Being great fathers, man. That's why I like seeing this.
Yes, sir.
You know what I mean? That's why I like seeing it. That's what it's about. Now they got somebody to look up to.
Right.
You know what I mean? Because you don't realize that how much your kids look up to you.
But I'm missing my daughter right now.
Yeah.
But
hey, you gotta keep a hold to it, boy. My daughter's gonna be 16 next month.
Jesus.
Yeah. Yeah, Layla.
She was little. She was definitely
she
little.
taller than both of y'all now. Tall, don't do that.
Don't tell me that. I'm hoping I'm hoping my daughter, boy. But what? Hey, my daughter, she chunky, bro. I got a chunky little bit, and she kind of, and she like
Layla
what?
Was chunky.
She like 20.
She was. Layla was real.
She was what? She was like 20. My daughter like 29.
It don't matter about
29, 30 inches.
Bro, you gonna get lucky. You get lucky. You have to get lucky with girls.
Gotta get lucky.
Yeah.
Gotta get lucky.
My mom's an athlete.
Huh?
My mom's an athlete.
She did cheerleading and track.
Okay, so you got
Yeah. I got a chance.
Nah, you got a chance. Just one of them tall girls walking around.
Yeah.
For no reason.
Yeah, she
Layla
put in some work.
Bro,
she gotta put in some work.
I mess with her all the time. Call her sorry every day.
What's up?
Every day.
She playing hoop? Volleyball?
No, nothing.
Nothing?
Try everything.
Nothing?
She went cheer. She went do ballet. She went
track.
Nothing.
Just not sports.
No.
What she be doing? Like what she like?
She's a great student.
She's
a great student.
Yeah.
She could do hair.
That's great.
Yeah, she could do hair and stuff. But she's shy, but she's growing up. She's growing up right in front of my eyes, though, man.
Yeah.
She is, man. And like, I owe a lot to that little girl, man.
Yeah.
God knew I could only deal with one girl, though.
Hey, if I have a boy next, man, I'm done.
Yeah, I applaud fathers that got two girls. Man. I couldn't deal with them two personalities. Like personality alone is enough. No, I couldn't deal with two.
My
girls,
daughter
man.
make me feel so old, man, because like she growing up.
She make you feel.
I'm like,
how you make me feel.
I'm like, dang, because I'm like, dang, my daughter about to be on her way to walking.
Mm-hmm.
She just crawling everywhere around the house now. So I'm like, dang.
Man, enjoy it, man. They grow up fast, man.
She growing up fast. Like she just doing new things. I'm like, when you used to learn how to do that? Yeah, but
they grow up fast.
It goes like that. But we about to reach our end, man. We reached the hour, man. I think it was 45 minutes. This is actually tough, man. It was tough. Yeah, we about to put the outro. MillerTime game, man. You already know.
Yes, sir. First episode in the books.
This is officially the first episode in the books.
Yes,
I appreciate y'all for watching and listening to the MillerTime podcast. I appreciate y'all, gang. I appreciate my bro for co-hosting with me through this whole process. I love you, bro.
I love you.
Strap is always love when it comes to you, bro. You a fucking legend, boy. You was a legend. And come on, man. MillerTime gang, you know what it is, and we fucking out, man. Let's get it.
Yes, sir.